crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 7, Mond. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, then yes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. Open man is Duvernay. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. All that for a 2-yard gain. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said
either
not
way,
the time, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Mond. That'll be complete to the running back, Nuangu. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They go play action here. Mond. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense, because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Vikings 9-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Murray. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 39 that time. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that. And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man? And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and goal, Mond. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown! Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off the play fake, Mond.
He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this will be caught by Brown.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Murray to air it out again, eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Easy, easy, easy. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go, go, go.
Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Mond now off of play action.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On 1st down, here's Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
13 yards. It's second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack.
Mond.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play fake. Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 2nd down now. Dobbins. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Murray. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now this time Murray gets in for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Check 26, check 26, check 43.
On first down, they'll run to Mond. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mond out of the shotgun. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? Yup.
It got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mond looks to throw on first down. That's complete to Smith-Marset.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders into line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Finding room inside the 40. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Mond going to throw it.
Flushed out right.
That's complete. Okure-Buna.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here's Mond. They're going for it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Dancing to his left.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go play action here. Mond.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.